All right, question 40 says, the cylinders shown are similar. What is the volume of the larger cylinder? We know when we see similar that that's kind of a tip-off that we're going to be doing proportions in this problem. All right, so the cylinders shown are similar. What's the volume of the larger cylinders? So instead of going through and trying to figure out all the volume and looking at all the different parts and pieces using our volume formula, we can take a shortcut and use proportions, which is super exciting. What we know about the fact that these are similar is that they are proportional. So we can set up some proportions here that are going to help us to know what this is here. We don't know what this is. All right, so we're going to say that 2 meters over 14 meters, I'm going to use both of our measures from this smaller cylinder. And we're going to figure out how it compares to the measures, the relationship here over on the larger cylinder. Okay, so 2 over 14 is equal to 8 over something. Okay, so let's just use our handy dandy butterfly method. All right, so 14 times 8 is going to give us 112. All right, and then we've got 2h here. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by 2. We're going to end up with 112 divided by 2, which is 56. So the height of the larger cylinder is 56 pi meters cubed. Now, the reason why we've got to include those pi meters cubed there is that we didn't account for it over here when we were talking about. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. That's not our final answer. So we know that our height here is 56. Okay, so what it's asking us to find, though, is the volume of the larger cylinder. So once we've discovered what our height is, using our proportions, so this is kind of a two-step problem here. So our height is 56. So now it's our job to go through and actually do the formula. So we know that the volume formula for a cylinder is pi r squared times height. Okay. So let's define our variables. Now that we've identified our formula, we're going to define the variables. Okay. So the variables we're using in this formula here are V, volume, radius, and height. We don't have to solve it all the way out. We can tell that based on our answers. All right, we don't know what our volume is, so we're just going to use our formula. We're going to leave it as is. Our radius is 8, and our height we just discovered is 56. Okay, so we have defined our variables. Now it's time to substitute. So when we substitute here, we've got volume equals pi times 8 squared times 56. So volume equals pi times 64 times 56. Volume equals, and 64 times 56 is going to give us 3,584 times pi. So the correct answer here is D. Ignore this. I did not read the question correctly the first time around, so our correct answer here is D.